guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Now today I want to do something I've done once before, and that's because I've only been able to do this segment relatively recently since I started my website delraywatch.com. Well, actually, we bought 4 really cool watches for the website, and I have them here on my desk. And I wanted to kind of show them to you because now I have access to physical watches, which are pretty interesting. I mean, I'm not going to show you guys some Mariners or, Omega Seamasters or Speedies. Those are very cool, but everybody's kind of seen them. Today, I want to highlight 4 really unique pieces that came across my desk and talk to you about each one a little bit. Now, yeah, a lot of these aren't for everybody, but one thing that can't be said is that they're boring, because they're certainly not. So listen, let's get right into it, and I'm going to go in a random order. The first one, actually, I'm not wearing anything today, because I was just wearing this one for a day. Quality control. I got to wear everything for at least one day to make sure it runs right. Well, here we have a watch that I've seen a few times, but it kind of really pulled at my heartstrings, and it is the Ulysse Nardin Executive Dual Time. It's stainless steel ceramic bezel, but what really makes this unique is that on top of an ETA 2892, Ulysse Nardin put 2 complication modules. They put a big date, and they put a dual time. Now, I'm going to put a picture right up here so you can see it in more detail, and what really makes this watch special is there's 2 pushers on the side here. These are ceramic, and if you click them, you can adjust the time zone very, very quickly. And that's just super interesting. No fiddling with the crown necessary. And on top of that, I love that Ulysse Nardin puts the plaque of exactly what watch number it is on the side of the case. It's a 43 millimeter, and I was wearing it today, and I gotta say, man, that thing looks right at home on me. Now, with a retail of over $10,000, or right around $10,000, it's not an inexpensive watch, but this one's in mint condition and it's priced at a fraction of that. But I don't want this to be too sales pitchy. I just want to show you guys a few watches that came across my desk, and this Ulysse Nardin Executive Dual Time with the display case back is super interesting. Already, forget the complications, which are really cool, but the amalgamation of materials, like using ceramic for the pushers, I mean, these aren't ceramic inserts. The pushers are actually ceramic. Make it really, really interesting. UN is a brand that, unfortunately, doesn't get enough love, in my opinion, and I think this is one of their staple pieces. Now, the last watch I'm going to show, I'm not going to show it now. Last is by far, in my opinion, the most special. But moving next, we have one which is complete Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. And it is the Cuervo y Sobrinos Pirata. Cuervo y Sobrinos is a Swiss watch brand with Cuban heritage. And, you guys should Google them around. They were pretty popular maybe 10 years ago. They're not, so hot right now, but this is one of their most unique pieces. The Pirata, this is a limited edition of 125. The case is half titanium and half bronze, so it's starting to patina. This is a GMT watch, and actually the hands are very unique. They're called tobacco leaf hands, which is obviously Cuban cigars, and Cuervo y Sobrinos. There's a little connection there. But what really makes this watch really special, apart from the bronze case, is that the inside of the dial, the rehaut, and the hands are bronze as well. So you're getting this really cool patina on the inside of the watch, which is something I've never really seen. This watch is full of luxury touches. I mean, applied numerals, engraved rehaut. It's got an ETA 2892 with the GMT module. I'm not sure exactly what 2890 number that is. It's got a display case back, but man, what watch do you know that has bronze hands and a bronze dial that patinas super quickly? So if you like that vintage look, this is a great way to get it. Now, it's not a small watch. I believe it's a 44, but as you can see, it's got a ton of wrist presence. Cuervo Sobrinos is one of those fun watches. You don't have to spend a ton of money. This one is under $2,000. But I think for the price you pay, you get a whole lot of watch. And this is one of the ones that I really considered keeping for myself because there's only 125 of them with the bronze dial ever made. And I don't know when I'm ever going to see another one. But unfortunately, business dictates that I can't keep it. And actually next, guys, is a brand that I think is one of the most, bar none, best values if you're looking for something haute horology. It is the Arnold & Son, and this is the White Ensign. Now, before I talk about this watch, Arnold & Son, named after one of the inventors of the tourbillon, used to be a British brand that is now owned by Citizen. This watch is from the era when they were still British, owned by the British Masters. That was their holding company. And this watch right here is a 7-day power reserve with a power reserve indicator, limited edition to 100 pieces, with a Le Joux Perret hand-engraved movement that was exclusive to Arnold & Son. True haute horology. This is really rare. I mean, Arnold & Son is already such a very small boutique brand. But when I was doing research on this on eBay and Chrono 24, no one had these. None at all. And all I can say is I'm looking at the back of this watch, and I see blued screws, polished edges and chamfers. I see an exotic movement, and I see an engraving that says number 44 out of 100. And I think, I can't believe this watch is this price, because you get a ton of value here. Yeah, it's a little quirky. Black and yellow is not everybody's favorite, and it's got an inner rotating bezel, which is rather interesting, if not a particularly useful complication. But, I mean, Arnold & Son, for 10% of the price of 5% of the price of a Patek Philippe Nautilus. I mean, that's super interesting. Probably a watch I won't buy again. It's not because I don't want to, but because when am I going to run into another one? Maybe not Arnold & Son, but when am I going to run into another White Ensign, which, particularly is just a ton of value. What do you guys think? I mean, I know it's not for everybody, but I just can't get over the fact what movement comes in this thing for the price point. It's pretty unique. Now, those 3 watches were on DelrayWatch.com and are actually for sale, but this last one isn't on the website for 2 reasons. One, this needs a service. I mean, this needs to go to Hans. Hans needs to give it some TLC. And 2, me and my partner John are a little bit on the fence if we're going to sell it, because it's actually super rare. And, John wants to kind of keep it for himself. This is a brand that if you were a watch aficionado in the early 2000s or late 90s, you'll recognize. But if you are new to the watch world, you might say, who the hell is that? And this is an Alain Silberstein Chrono Marine in PVD. Alain Silberstein is not a watchmaker. He was a French designer influenced by modern arts that makes very whimsical timepieces, kind of like Mark Newson and the brand Icopod. As you can see, colors like bright red, lime green, yellow. The chrono hand is a squiggle. This is not about horology, even though it uses a very cool and chronometer-grade Valjoux 7751. This is all about design. I mean, look at that crown. It's a lime green triangle. Now, yeah, you can find Alain Silberstein on eBay, but there are no Chrono Marines up for sale. And this is a limited edition as well of how many? Let me see back here. Of 500. And the only one I could tell for sale is in France. The only other one I found. But if you guys are into something really unique, and you should know if you watch Federico Talks Watches that I am, this is definitely the watch for you. I mean, there's nothing boring about this. Between the colors, the dial configuration, the tritium, the hands. I mean, this, I don't know if I'll ever be able to put this up for sale, just because I love it so much, and I'm pretty sure John will kill me because he loves it as well. But it's just a really cool snag that I got that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, guys, before you guys go into the comments and be like, oh, stop promoting your business. Actually, I just wanted to show some really cool pieces I come across my desk, you know what I mean? I didn't have the chance before to kind of get firsthand on everything I talked about. But, I mean, if I have the ability to show these pieces, why not showcase them? I'm going to do this segment maybe once a month and show you some of the cool stuff that comes across my desk. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite piece was. And of course, if you are interested in purchasing one, DelrayWatch.com, link in the description below. But yeah, let me know which one was your favorite. Personally, I think the Alain Silberstein is my favorite, but this UN just fit me perfectly. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss any more content. And of course, check out DelrayWatch.com for a curated selection of awesome pre-owned watches that I put together myself. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.